Hello Cancer, welcome to your monthly general read for the month of July 2021. Don't mind my fan in the background, but yeah, let's go ahead and pull some cards for the month of July. I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 cards for each week and see what the overall energy is so we don't make this video long, kind of get to the point here. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what we have for you. Most of July is still your birthday season, so again, happy birthday to all my Cancers out there. My father's a Cancer and Cancer rising, and he was 100% not nurturing, because he was a little bit more tough, but very, very attentive, intuitive, and family-based for sure. So Cancers are one of my fave signs. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. For the first week, we have first week of July. Beautiful. I just did a weekly reading for you going from June into July, and it seems like we're still going strong with the good energy here. The Ten of Pentacles is beautiful, and I'm just drawn right in. It dominates these other 2 cards. We will address these 2 cards as well. Sorry, I live in a busy street and the window's open. So we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, we have the 8 of Swords in the upright, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. So we're in our head about something, and we could be retracting to maybe a missed opportunity, or maybe reminiscing, or maybe there's just no opportunities right now for you to even look at. For some, if you're single, you're kind of thinking like, when am I gonna get, my partner, my family, like, when am I gonna get my all and be financially stable and all the good things, right? It's like, when is that gonna happen? Like, you're in your head about it, probably overthinking, not thinking correctly, so probably thinking maybe of past relationships, or thinking if maybe you already met the one and maybe you missed him or her. But that's just for some of you. For the rest of you, there could be something here if you're, with someone. There could be something here in your family that you're not really seeing. Somebody here is in their head about something that happened in the past, okay? And it's like you're trying to think long and hard, but you're still very blurred out. It's still very cloudy in your mind. You're unsure still. You can be having some anxiety, but for the most part, I feel like if it's family oriented, somewhere here, somebody is like not seeing something that perhaps their partner or their child brought up in the past, or an opportunity to make something happen in the past, and they might have missed that, and they want to go back to it and try to make it happen so everybody here is happy. Okay, for others of you, if it's career based, we could be thinking of ways that we might have missed in the past to improve. It's like we're retracting. We're really not trying to miss anything. We're really trying to be up to game, and it looks really, really good the first week of July if it comes down to career, family, marriage, partnerships. I mean, this is a Ten of Pentacles. To me, it's one of my favorite cards. So it talks about stability, and it talks about unity, and it talks about family, and everything being good, really, really good. Okay, just don't get in your head too much about something, because I feel you might be thinking of something in the past here, something's bugging you, but I feel like at some point you resolve it because you have the Ten of Pentacles. So just don't stress yourself out about it too much, because I feel like you have nothing to worry about. with that Ten of Pentacles. That's for the first week of July. For the second week of July, we have the Five of Wands reverse, the Star reverse, and the Four of Wands. Right, nice. Right, underneath the Ten of Pentacles as well. Beautiful. So things are really, really good with your partnership, your career, people around you, anyone you're committed to, or anything you're committed to. Again, a project, an adventure, job, whatever it is. Everything's looking good. However, we do have to address the Star in reverse. Somebody here is not having faith in something and having some type of resistance in beginning something. If you're single, I feel like it's telling me maybe you don't have faith about, again, finding that union. So I feel like that energy from the first week kind of continues the second week for those of you that are single, and you know, might be in your head a little bit. The Five of Wands reverse talks about avoiding conflict or just getting out of it. If you were in it, it's like you don't want to fight, you don't want to compete with something, you don't want to be in any type of debates. It's just not your vibe, and you're getting yourself out of that. So it looks peaceful here, but don't lose faith in whatever it is with the Star card in reverse, okay? Because there's like either a false beginning or a beginning not even beginning, because somebody here has doubts. Maybe it's a, you know, wrong time. You feel like it's a wrong time, or maybe you're not feeling like you're hitting it off with something that you did start, and you're like maybe like saying, oh, forget it. But I wouldn't do that. Again, you end up with very, very strong cards. So the Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, I wouldn't doubt yourself. Sometimes you guys can really, really be in your head or be shy. Don't do that, because I feel like you have nothing to worry about. This is your season and things are going to work really, really well for you. So don't doubt anything that you're doubting one bit. Sometimes it's all about divine timing. For week 3, the Tower, King of Wands reverse, Page of Pentacles reverse. So the Tower talks about a sudden change, okay, on the third week, mid-July. It talks about sudden change, a bit of a surprise. It doesn't have to be bad at all. So never fear the Tower, because it's always a blessing in disguise. It's never failed me once. It always leads me to the truth, and it always redirects me to something better. And even if I'm a little thrown off, a little shocked, or even if it's not something I expected, it ends up being better in the end. So I never really worry about the Tower. In fact, sometimes it excites me because I feel like it brings some sudden movement. Maybe things could have been stagnant with the Star reverse, you know. You have the Eight of Swords up here being in your mind, so things could have been a little stagnant. And so here's a little bit of a change that's approaching you, right? Something that you can't really control, but it's here for you to address. The King of Wands is here reversed. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign. Not all of you. It doesn't have to be, or you could just have fire in your chart. But regardless, the King of Wands reversed talks about someone that is not so confident and not coming forward like he's confident, or coming forward at all, right? He doesn't really feel like he's at the top. He doesn't really feel heard or seen, or maybe he just doesn't want it. You know, he doesn't want anything right now. But to me, it screams lack of confidence. This is what I'm getting right now, specifically with this reading. And then seeing the Page of Pentacles right after that in reverse. So it's like someone here is not coming through. Someone feel that maybe they're not getting an offer, or they don't get an offer. And we're just kind of not in our element. Sometimes we can be very, I don't want to say moody, but like maybe a little feisty, and kind of like, yeah, I guess a little moody, like you're a little frustrated possibly with the King of Wands here. And then they had the Page of Pentacles reversed. So it's like, okay, well, there's some type of offer not coming through, or an offer that you're not offering or something. And again, it's like not really having you at your most confident self. This could have a lot to do with the Tower, right? It's like something changes and redirects here, and it could be in regards to a fire sign, your confidence, some offer that you wanted to come through. You could have said something, somebody could have said something, thrown it off, or done something and throw you off, or throw themselves off, and things went out of track here. I don't, again, nothing to fear. It's just there's really a new direction that I always see when I see the Tower. It's like a sudden, hold on, look at this first. You know, address this first, check this out first. We have to handle this first, right? And so everything else has to kind of hold off. But let's see what week 4 has for you. Death in the uprights, 5 of Wands in the uprights, 7 of Pentacles in the upright. So this Death card represents Scorpio, and you could be dealing with Scorpio or just the energy of it. There's some type of major ending here, you know, because it is another major arcana here, just like the Tower and the Star in your reading. And there's definitely an ending, and I feel like it continues from the Tower, right? Like somebody ends something here, right? Whatever this is saying, hey, we need to kind of shift gears here, and so there's an ending to it, right? As we go into the last week of July, you could be feeling, or somebody here could be feeling unvictorious, like we're not feeling seen, heard, popular, praised, confident, winning. You know, it's like something here feels like a loss. Maybe we could be disappointed in ourselves or in someone else, or someone could be disappointed in you. You know, it plays out very differently for everyone. And then the 7 of Pentacles in the upright. So this talks about contemplating, trying to figure out how you can make something happen for you. If it's career, how you can make more money, how you can make something grow, right? Maybe you already planted the seed and you're like, oh, it went kind of wrong. Like, how can I make this work, right? How can we address this? How can we fix this? I feel like at the end of the month, whatever happened mid-month, it's like you're trying to see how you can fix it, move past it, or perhaps where it went wrong and how we can go about it from this point on, right? You're definitely not ignoring it. You're trying to work at it. It could be work related. Maybe you didn't hear from that job, or maybe that, you know, that offer didn't come through, or whatever the case is, and you're like, all right, what can I do here? Because it feels like I need to reassess this plan and, you know, tackle this again, but a bit differently. That's for sure. Something here needs to be readdressed at some point in July. So I feel like things are going well for you, but there's a little bit of like stagnation that happens because of this Tower. Like, things were good, maybe you're hoping for something, and then boom, here comes a Tower, and there's a little bit of stagnation, like silence, and like, oh no, like how can we make this work? Or it could just be like, all right, maybe not that direction, fine, we'll end that idea and, you know, take the L to that and see now how we can go about it differently. Regardless, here something gets reevaluated, and we're waiting on better results or a result, right? Again, we could have already planted the seed, we address it, and now we're just waiting. Or we go back and reevaluate and see how we can make things better here. I feel like it might be a lot of you for career, money-wise, right? For others, it's maybe an offer, maybe something didn't come through, or that you were hoping for, or, you know, nothing really at all. There's a little bit of a disappointment, right, towards the last half of July, but you're here trying to figure it out, address it, and move forward with it. It's like whatever it is, you're like, all right, let's see how we can improve this, right? So I feel overall your month is pretty well. I feel like you're good with those of you that are in partnerships. I feel like you guys are going to be amazing. Or if you're talking to someone and stuff, if you're single, you could be a little bit in your head about meeting the one, maybe a little bit disappointed that you don't really get an offer like you were hoping for, but I feel like you do with that 4 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. But if you don't, you're trying to see how you can focus, like what you can focus on to improve. Like something happens here, something definitely happens, and I feel like it's because something needs to just kind of be worked on a little bit further. And for most of you, I just get like career, a project, something you desired, maybe something you were trying to begin or something, right? Because again, I started to see the star reverse, you know, and the tower and the death. And so it's like, I feel like you already kind of see it coming towards the beginning of July, and then it just happens, you know? So, but yeah, for the most part, I feel like it does have to do some type of other area of your life, like career. Again, I get that a lot, or just some type of investment or something that you got going on in your life gets redirected. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. So I feel like that also plays out here. Maybe you know, somebody here was being sneaky. Maybe that's where that tower comes in, right? Something here wasn't fully honest. Someone wasn't fully honest, you know, and so you end up finding out somebody wasn't, or you end up finding out that you had, you know, maybe someone with not the best intentions around you, and you know, you're like, oh, we're ending that. That's we're done. You know, something maybe wasn't honest, maybe a contract, a job, you know, something. Very few of you, you know, a significant other, but yeah, something here is like not exactly what it seems at the beginning. Someone here is not having the best intentions, or someone here could be stealing, right? Also with the Seven of Swords, maybe you have a little bit of a loss in some way. But the following card, look at that, I couldn't help it because it was peeking out, the Ten of Cups. You know, you have you have 2 tens, so big completion. It's like one thing completes. You have a little bit of a scumbag here at some point in July, but I mean, what else is new with life, right? But I honestly feel like it's a great month for you. You have 2 tens, you have the 4 of Wands. I mean, regardless, nobody's gonna ruin your parade. I just feel like, again, something needs to be redirected. All right, let's pull like one overall energy for the month, and then like the advice. So your overall energy is the Magician reverse, another major arcana card. So quite a few of them, and I feel this goes to this, you know, plays out with the Star in reverse. You feel like your intuition is misleading you, or something is not. Again, going back to like the Seven of Swords, right? It's like somebody has a false face, and you're like, oh wow, I was wrong about this person. Like my gut, you know, misled me for a second here. So that's kind of what I get. I think you're starting to see, you know, you guys are very intuitive, so I feel like you already, with the Star reverse, are starting to feel something is not right, and it just gets confirmed, right? So only you know what that might be, but you're definitely trying to see how you can make it better, or you already make it better and now you're just waiting for things to prosper, for things to play out by the end of the month. Definitely. Your overall advice is the Ten of Swords reverse. I love that. Like I said, you have a beautiful reading. So the Ten of Swords reverse as advice to me. What I'm getting is kind of like, don't allow yourself to feel or get depleted, okay? Don't do this ending. Just, it's a redirection. Figure out how you can make it better, make it work. What, you know, figure out how you can manifest this. Okay, everything is divine timing, and so I feel like it's not the end of the world here, you know. Like, don't allow it to ruin you, to hurt you, to have you, you know, in your head. Like, don't let it happen, because it's never worth it, honestly. And I feel like with this energy coming out, it's like it's definitely a blessing in disguise. So don't worry about it. It's kind of what I'm getting strongly with this. It's like, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't let, you know, a setback or setbacks throw you off your mission or anything like that. Sometimes we just have to reassess, readdress, redirect That's all. So don't allow yourself to go in a dark place, because there's no point to it. Ever. Okay? So keep your head up, because I really feel like this is going to be a great month. Whatever it is that you end up realizing might not work out for you, or whatever you end up finding out, whatever, remember, a blessing in disguise. Don't let it deplete you. That's the advice of the Ten of Swords for me when I see it reversed. Don't give up. Okay? So, that is all I have for you, Cancer. I will see you next week with your weekly reading. And enjoy your birthday. Enjoy your solar return. Bye.